Good morning. Welcome to the fucking yoga company. Sorry, I'm doing about 25 things at once. No, not that kind of yoga. My name is Julia. This is a Vinyasa flow, which is just a tad bit higher energy flow of yoga, which just means that we're going to be exerting some more strength, and it's going to be a little bit more exertion, but we're not moving fast. We don't hop. This bitch don't hop. Well, I guess I do float. I float, but we're not going to be going too fast. So my point is, if you're giving it a shot for the first time, maybe you've been doing beginning yoga for a while and you bumped up to Vinyasa yoga, feel okay. Excuse me, taking a rest somewhere if it's going to be too much. Somebody texted me, somebody sent me a message. Ready for the big freeze. Oh, Connie, yeah, I was going to go there in a minute. Jesus criminally. Yeah, hey, if you're joining me at a later date, then if you're not in the same space-time continuum place that we are right this moment, it is Labor Day weekend. And let's see, it's Colorado. It's going to be 100 plus degrees this weekend. And then guess what? Tuesday, it's going to be 35 degrees. Are you fucking kidding me? Hey, if you're a regular of mine, you know I hate the snow. What? It's not supposed to snow until October. I need more coffee for that, after that. And just in time, right? We're trying to sell our house. We're in this weird limbo of getting everything ready to sell. And all of my plants are going to be dead. Just in time. Right? What the hell? We might be stuck here for another year. All right. Anyway, neither here nor there. Hey, if you're just joining me for the first time, it does get better. I swear. All right. A little bit more coffee for me. We're going to start in comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like for you. So this happens to work for me. Maybe you like to sit one leg in, one leg out. Maybe you like to sit both legs extended. It'd be as comfortable as you can on the mat. And I use comfortable in yoga as a relative term. It doesn't mean what you think it means in yoga. All right. If you happen to be joining me in cross-legged position, don't sit crisscross applesauce. You can see it reinforces imbalance. Don't stack your ankles is essentially what I'm asking you to do. Widen up the angle of those knees. Place your feet front back. Like I've got my heel, and you can widen that up if that, is how you can access that. That's fine. We're going to pull our attention and awareness from the external to the internal. We want to take a scan of the body, checking in state and quality of the physical form. We want to check in. What have you done during the week that might be playing out on your body first thing this morning? Maybe you slept wonky. We just want to get a quick inventory of what's going on in our body at the moment. And now let's move that attention and awareness into the state and quality of our thinking. We're going to check in. There might be things already humming along or, queuing up for your to-do list. Let's slide those things off to the side. We want to create a nice, clear, open field of thought for the practice. And then let's move that silence into the awareness of our breath. And we just want to pay attention to that natural inhale and exhale, the intuitive rhythm, without exerting any control over it. And now we're going to invite that breath to get a little bit longer and a little bit deeper. And we want to match the length of inhale to the length of exhale. And that's the rhythm that we're going to attempt to maintain throughout our practice today. Wherever you are in the rhythm and balance of that breath, let's exhale all the air out of the lungs. We're going to reach down toward the mat and add a sweep of the arms toward the ceiling to that inhale, just starting the movement to the body early, getting some blood going, getting some mobility through the shoulders. We're going to add some mobility into the back and the core. All right, let's start with our lateral extension. So we're lateral extension, mush mouth today. We're going to drop our right arm down, keeping space between the ear and the shoulder. Just lift through the ribs and take that lean. Sweep it on up. We're going to go to our inhale at center and then hit the other side. Hit is such a violent word first thing this morning. Leaning in the other direction. Soften up my language a little. One more time. We're going to take an inhale up and then hit a forward fold again with the hitting. I don't know what my deal is. Tracing fingers down. I know I tend up toward the murderous side. I just don't know why it's suddenly rearing its head first thing this morning. Let's tuck ourselves down. We're going to rest the body weight on the elbows. You can do knees, calves, ankles, block, or floor. I'm going to use the block. Tuck in the chin toward the chest at the bottom of that bow. Wiggle the toes, relax the feet, unclench the teeth. With the next inhale, let's lengthen arms, walking hands back. Take a sweep up toward the ceiling. We're going to release arms out. Shrug the shoulders, soften the elbows. Take those thumbs back a little bit behind the body. Bow the chin forward. Releasing fingertips down towards the hips. Let's rest hands back behind us. Palms facing backwards. Let's take a little head tilt. Just lean over to one side. Releasing the chin forward and leaning to the other side. We'll do that one more time in both directions. And let's release that chin forward. Tracing fingers around the front of the body, stacking cervical spine. If you happen to be joining me in cross-legged, we're going to change the cross the legs. If you have one leg in, one leg out, let's switch that up as well. Little rock side to side, and we're going to take a nice long sweep up. Where are we going with this? I'm sorry, I've kind of lost my direction here. Let's just take our elbows back. That's going to work for me. And then take our C curve, reaching forward, tucking the chin. I know. Inhaling up. Take those elbows back. Exhale, reach those fingertips out. Bow the chin. One more time. We're going to come on up through that stretch, and take our next forward fold. So just trace on down, rocking side to side. Maybe you might be able to go a little bit further. I think I might be able to. Moving that block. Wiggle the toes, relax the feet, unclench the teeth. And now let's lengthen arms, walking hands back, taking a sweep up toward the ceiling. Releasing on open, shrugging shoulders, soft in the elbows. Draw back behind the body, tuck in the chin, wiggle the fingers. Releasing hands down, let's tuck those hands back, palms facing behind us, bowing that chin, and take our head sweep, tilting to one side. And tilting to the other. One more time in both directions. Releasing chin forward, let's trace fingertips around the front of the body and slowly stack cervical spine. We're going to head to hands and knees. I like to pad my knees with a blanket. I'm going to grab a quick drink of coffee. Mana from heaven. All right. We're going to move two hands and knees. Resting your fists side by side. Placing the knees to either side of the fists. Hips stay stacked 90 degrees over the knees. Heels of the hands are moving from 90 degrees out a half to a full palm's length. Soft in the elbows. Let's take a nice power inhale here. And exhale, tucking chin. Releasing elbows, sweeping back into those hips for the bow, working through this Chakravakasana flow. Inhaling. Wiggle the fingers, roll the wrists. Make some fists. We're going to work a little warrior combo today through kind of a classic sun salutation. Inhale. Sun salutation actually invented by a bodybuilder, not a yoga instructor. I think his last name was Sandow. I can't remember if his first name was Max or George. I think I'm thinking about Max von Sydow, who is an actor. But Sandow is his last name. Let's take a what the fuck lean. Push out over hip, look over the opposite shoulder. And switch. Coming through to angry cat. Release those hips all the way back. Let's press into the forearms. Reach forward, stretch, stretch, stretch. Wiggle the fingers. Release to child's pose. And we're going to come right through hands and feet. Press up. Step in a little. Take a runner stretch. Soften the elbows. Shrug those shoulders down. Relax the neck. Push into a heel. And let's do that one more time. Let's come down to the knees, release to child's pose. Wiggle the fingers, roll the wrists, make some fists. We're going to do that 2 more times. Then we're going to add some standing work. All right, let's take a what the fuck lean. Switch in sides. Anger cat tuck. Trace all the way back to the hips. Stretch forward, wiggle the fingers, roll the wrists. Release for child's pose. Come through hands and knees. Let's tuck the toes. Step into the center of the balls of the feet. Press down into a heel. Soften the elbows. Shrug those shoulders down away from the ears. Push back. One more time in both directions. And again. All right, let's glance forward. We're going to walk up. Soft as you need to in those knees. We're taking a forward fold. This is a great place for the block. Otherwise, you can take your hands to your thighs, to the shins, to the ankles, or the floor. I'm going to stick with the block a couple rounds. Give me a little rock into a hip, bend the knee. Little rock into the hip, bend the knee. All right, bend the knees. Lift the head and shoulders. Give me a reverse crunch up to the ceiling. Big stretch. Cactus arm squeeze. Let's add our lateral extension here. Soften the knees. Anchor those hips right over the heels. Switch sides. Ooh, excuse me. Forward folding chair. Take it over. Tracing right up for our half lift. Keeping the energy low. Just keep the fingertips on the thighs. Soften the knees. Weights a little forward. Tuck the chin. Slide on down for our easy forward fold. I guess I'm going to have a lot of sound effects today. Bend the knees, lift the head and shoulders, reverse crunch it up, big stretch up. Squeeze back. Give me that squish in the knees. Lateral extension, big stretch. Other side. Coming on up to come down, forward folding chair. Half lift. Coming on down, I'm going to take my right leg off the mat. Shift to the left. You could come up to the block, soft bend in the knee. We're going to take our single leg standing lift. Just keep this leg parallel to the mat first couple rounds. Don't worry about overextending. We are going to step back into a warrior one foot. So give me that back heel down to the mat. Adjust those feet. Come on up. Remember, I'm forward over the thigh. Shrug those shoulders. Tuck the chin. I'm out of my low back. Let's come down for a plank pose. We're just going to transition into it. Soft bend in the knees. Soft bend in the elbows. Shrug the shoulders. Down. Scoop the belly up. Pressing back into the feet. I have to step into the center of the balls of my feet to push down into my runner stretch. I'm behind my wrists. Soften the elbows. Shrug the shoulders down towards the rib cage. And shift. And again. And again. All right, let's walk up. Walking forward to our forward fold. Soft in the knees. Little forward into the balls of the feet. Scoop the belly. Lift and stretch. Squish in the knees. Cactus arms. Lateral extension. Let's take it over. Coming on up. Forward folding chair. Half lift. Press those hands back. This time we're umping up our energy. Coming on down for my forward fold, I'm going to shift to the right, left leg. Just take it straight out the back of the body, out the back of the mat. Stepping back for my warrior one, adjust the feet, come on up. All right, I'm going to transition into plank. I'm going to step my front foot back. Soften the elbows, soften the knees. Shrug those shoulders down, scoop the belly up. Let's press back, and I have to step forward to center the weight in the balls of the feet. If you want to take another runner stretch through the calves, feel free. I'm going to soften the knees. Soften the elbows, shrug the shoulders down, lengthen the spine away from the heels of the hands. I'm going to float up this time, but you can step. Make it silent. So step or float. I think I'm going to float. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I had to stop thinking about that. Whoa. Little heavy on the feet there. Bend the knees. Scoop on up. Cactus arms. Lateral extension. All right, we're going to add a chaturanga and a child's pose. Forward folding chair. To our little modification of this version of sun salutation. Forward fold. Shifting to the left, right leg. Now lift that leg a little higher. I have a soft bend in this knee, supporting that weight. Stepping back, warrior one. All right, I'm going to rotate, open, and reach back for a reverse warrior, exalted warrior. All right, let's come on down. We're going to plank it. Soften the knees, soften the elbows. Scoop the belly, shrug the shoulders. All right, we're going to dip a little into our chaturanga. Lift up through the chest. Keep the knees bent. Keep the elbows bent. I'm going to come down to the knees. Reach back for child's. Wiggle the fingers. Roll the wrists. Now we're going to come up for downward facing dog. Step into those feet. Soften the knees. Soften the elbows. Lengthen back. All right, transitioning up. Step or float. Make it silent. That was a little heavy again. Whew, forward fold. Struggling a little bit today. That's okay. Bend the knees. Scoop the belly up and in. Stretch. Cactus arms. And lengthen it up. Lateral extension. And switch. Come on up to come down. Forward folding chair. Trace it up for half lift. Coming on down, I'm going to shift to the right and lift into my standing leg balance. I got squish in that supporting knee. I'm a little higher in the leg. You might be on the block. That's perfectly okay. Stepping back for warrior one. Engage on up. I'm going to rotate open and reach back. Just let the head go with yourself. You can look at the diagonal. Just relax the neck. All right, we're going to transition to plank. Stepping back. Soften the knees, soften the elbows. Here we go. Give me the dip. Now just lengthen the upper body away from the mat. Soften the knees. Press back. We're going to come to our child's pose. Wiggle the fingers, roll the wrists, make some fists. Come into downward facing dog. We're going to transition forward. Oh, that was better. Whew. Forward fold. We're going to add a little three-legged dog here. This next round, inhale up. Yes, I am giving you a heads up. I'm mostly doing it so I can remember where I want to go. Stretch it out. Reach. Coming on up to come down. Forward folding chair. Half lift. Press it straight back. All right, coming on down for our forward fold. We're going to shift to the left. I'm taking that right leg up for my standing balance. Give me that leg a little higher if you can. Remember, stay rolled up out of this hip. All right, we are going to step back, but we're going to transition. We're going to do a little rocket shift for a three-legged dog. Plant the hands. The front foot is going to reach back and lengthen up. I'm soft in the elbows. My shoulders are shrugged down. I've engaged the core. I'm rolling up toward the ceiling in the waist. I have a soft squish in my back knee. All right, we're going to transition forward again. Plant that foot up. Take it to the warrior one. You thought we were going to shift it. No, we're coming back. Bringing it back to the top. Let's open it up and take our extended reverse warrior. I'm going to tuck in for this bind. All right, I'm going to reach forward and we're going to add, in addition, a warrior three balance. So look forward, shift those arms back to come forward. You might want to bring this back foot in a little. I'll just model it. I'll be good that way. Shift up. Here we go. It's a balance, right? We're going to, I think I'm going to hit the window. We're going to reach out, lift, and fold. Coming on down, plant the hands. We're going to transition to our plank. Soft in the knees, soft in the elbows. Give me my dip, chaturanga. Now just lift the chest up and away. Squish in the knees, lifting up with the hips. I'm just a little higher in the chest. Press back, release to child's pose. Take our fold, wiggle the fingers, roll the wrists. Coming forward, let's go up into our downward facing dog. Step in, soft in the knees, soft in the elbows. Stretch the back, engage the core. Active, active, active here. Press up out of those shoulders. I'm going to glance forward and transition up. Oh yeah, that was a good silent one. Forward fold. Engage the core, stretch on up, cactus arms, squish in the knees, lateral extension, and switch. Forward folding chair, let's take it down. Parsva Utkatasana, half lift. Coming on down, I'm going to shift to the right. Give me that single leg balance. All right, we're going to step back for our three-legged dog. Big rocket switch here. Lengthen it back. I'm soft in the elbows. My shoulders are shrugged down and back into my shoulders. Not my shoulders, my ribs. All right, I'm going to step that foot back, forward. Plant for warrior one. Come on up. Come on around. I'm going to take this bind. I'm going to adjust my foot back there. That was not a very mindfully stepped step. All right, I'm going to shift forward. We're heading to our warrior one balance. Let's take that back foot in a little bit. All right, we're going to rock forward. I am going to hit the wall on this side. I got to step back. Woo, I need more room. Come on down. Plant the foot. We're almost there, guys. Woo! Soften the knees, soften the elbows. Shrug those shoulders down. Give me a little deeper into that chaturanga. Lift through the chest, press back. Woo! Child's pose. Wiggle the fingers, roll the wrists, makes those fists. Little rock side to side. All right, one more downward facing dog. We've got this. Tuck the toes, step it forward. Soften the elbows, soften the knees, stretch that spine. Engage the core, flat, flat, flat in the back. Press up out of those shoulders. Bring those knees down. Release into the child's pose. Let's wiggle the fingers, roll the wrists, make some fists. Do we have 2 more of those in us? Yeah, let's do it. Press on up. I'm going to walk forward, though, this round. Woo, forward fold. We're going to squeeze out a little bit of energy. We're going to go a little quicker. Cactus arm. Just so we can get that, both sides of that sun salutation in. Maybe we can use our energy to prevent this crazy ass Arctic winter freeze early. Half lift. Woo. Forward fold, left leg, lift it up. Step back. Transition, 3-legged dog. Front foot moves back. Stepping forward again. Plant the feet. Warrior one. Open it up. Exalted warrior. Coming on through. Plank pose. No, I lied. My body was ready to quit. No. We got this. I'm going to adjust my feet so I don't hit that window. Warrior three. Let's do it. And now, plank. Soften the knees, soften the elbows. Chaturanga. Lift the chest, push back to the feet. Oh my goodness. Woo. Let's just walk forward. Forward fold. Bend the knees, sweep it up. Cactus arm. Lateral extension, let's go. Woo. Somebody else is sweating. Somebody else has got to be breathing hard. Feeling good. Working it out. Half lift. Coming on down. Left leg. Let's shift to the right. Left leg goes up. Stepping back. Transition. Front foot. 3-legged dog. Stepping it up. Plant that back foot. Warrior one. Just shift and reach. Ooh, all right. Warrior three. I have to move back a little bit. Otherwise, I'm going to go right through that window. Ready? Fight for it. Come on down. Woo, woo, woo. Step back. Plank pose. Chaturanga. Lift it up for upward facing dog. Child's pose. Woo-wee. Wiggle the fingers, roll the wrists. Make some fists. Woo. Coming on through. Let's take a few Chakravarkasana bows. Nice big inhale here. Tuck the chin. Release the forearms. Reach back. Inhale forward. Tuck in the chin. Forearms. Hips. One more time. Woo-wee. All right, we're gonna walk ourselves forward. Guys, that was awesome. It was a challenge. Felt good though. It was a little different, yeah? All right. I'm gonna grab some more coffee. Not that it's gonna help me at this point. All right, let's head back to the mat. I'm gonna move this block. Mostly because I always feel like I'm gonna kick it over and then shock everybody in Shavasana. Grab those knees, take little rocks side to side. Wiggle the toes, roll the ankles. Woo! We worked it. Hey, FYI, you are hearing someone snore. If you were thinking, crap, I think I'm hearing something snore, my Unabuna is in the closet. Let's take both hands around one knee and lengthen that leg. She is my darling love, who has bone cancer. So she's a little clingy, she doesn't feel good, and she's always sneaking into the office, so I'm just letting her sleep, but she's snoring. Press the heel up. This is a great place to take the strap if you have it. If not, just interlace the fingers right behind the hamstring. Little hamstring stretch here. If you have a strap, slide those hands down. Rest the elbows on the mat. Give me a little leverage. Anyway, that's what you're hearing. She's over there snoring. And I'm not going to kick her out. All right, I'm going to either take the hand around the back of the knee and rest the elbow to the mat to bring that leg out for our adductor stretch, or you can reach up with the right hand, two ends of the strap there, and drop that open. Nice big stretch there. Lots of stabilization with those adductors. All right, let's draw that leg up. You're going to drop the heel and the knee to the outside. Drag against that leg. If you don't have a strap, just reach on up to the ankle and draw that leg down to the outside. All right, we're going to lengthen the leg in that angle. So it's going to be a hamstring stretch at the diagonal rather than straight up and down. All right, bring that knee and give it a squeeze. We're going to roll the ankle, wiggle the toes. Let's switch sides. All right, we're going to press that leg up. If you don't have a strap, just interlace fingers right around the back of the leg. If you do have a strap, loop it over the arch, slide those hands down, rest the elbows on the mat, press on up. Give me some leverage. Big hamstring stretch. All right, I'm going to take my left hand to the strap and drop that out, or you just rest the hand to the outside of the knee and let that leg rest on the elbow. Relax the quad, relax the glute. All right, we're gonna bring that leg up, and now we're gonna drop that knee and the heel to the outside. In fact, I like to just rest my elbow on the inside of that knee to keep it rotated out. And I'm gonna draw down. Okay, in this kind of diagonal, lengthen that leg. So this is not an out, it's a hamstring stretch. Ooh, it's an adductor stretch on the other side. All right, bring that leg in. Ooh, put that strap off to the side. Bring those knees up. Give them a little squeeze. Take a little rock side to side. Take both hands to the insides of the knees and press out. Roll the ankles, wiggle the toes. All right, we're going to press the soles of the feet together. Drop those feet down toward the mat. Ooh, take a little rock side to side. Reach those arms out and away. Bringing those knees or hands to knees, let's slide them on up, help those knees up. Take a little rock side to side. Bring the heels a little closer to the glutes. Just tilt up into that pelvic tilt. And release. Press up. And release. Press up. And release. All right, right legs crossing over left. Take the right hand to the inside of that leg and externally rotate. Push that knee as far away from the body as you can. Stretch it. Comfortable. Don't hurt yourself. Just stretch. Relax that knee. Just let it find its neutral position on that leg. We're going to take the sole of this foot. So I'm going to move the right foot to the left. And I'm just going to try to touch the mat. I'm feeling that right here in the outer edge of my hip. The piriformis, the glute med. There's a minor in there somewhere. I can't remember. Draw on up. Give me a little lift of the knee. And release. Okay, we're going to take some pelvic tilts. Push those heels close to the glutes. Press up. And release. Press up. And release. One more. And release. Okay, left ankle goes over the top of right knee. Press against that leg. Push it away from the body. All right, release that pressure. That knee should be in kind of a neutral position. We're going to take the sole of the left foot straight across. Just try to press that foot to the mat and then keep that knee rotated away from your body. Feeling that right here. Keep breathing, unclench the teeth. Wiggle the toe. All right, let's rock it up. Take an inhale, engage the core, draw that knee toward your body. Ooh, this side is feeling it. And release. Okay, let's take a long stretch out. Nice big reach up. All right, so here's where I usually ask you to take a scan of the body. Bring in those knees up, give them a squeeze, and take a little rock side to side if you want, and you have a favorite stretch. Now is the time to do it. If you know exactly what we didn't do for yourself, or you're feeling that play out on your body, here's where you get to choose. I have been requested by several of you to give you a couple of options as we move towards Shavasana. So I'm going to, the way that works is I'm going to give you my options, and you can choose to do them or you can do your own thing. I'm going to take a little modified plow here, and that means I'm going to do a little Dandasana, which is a wheel pose, a back bend. Now, if you don't want to fully on do wheel, you can take a full bridge. So placing the heels toward the hips, press your triceps and your shoulder blades into the mat, and give me the biggest bridge pose that you can reach up. Push those hips. Give me a little arch in the back, stretch through the hip flexors, the quads, and the back. You can also join me for Dandasana, which means pushing those heels close to the glutes. My fingertips are rotating toward my shoulders. And we're going to take a big core lift. And press up. Lower the body. Woo! And release. Okay, now I'm going to take the counter stretch to that, which is a little plow, traditional plow. Now I'm going to take a modification. I'll show you the modification and then you can go into full if you want. I got to take my clip out for my hair. All right, plow. Rock a little side to side. Take the hands right under the glutes. Engage the core. We're going to roll those knees up towards our face, right? Nice big inhale. Little rock, engage. Okay, so you can stay right here. Knees towards your nose, big stretch through the back. If you want to join me for full plow, tuck those elbows a little closer to your spine. Move the hands a little higher toward the ribs. Give me that extension first. And then tuck those toes over the body. Either way, let's roll on down. And relax. All right, wherever you're at in that process, we are going to start working our way towards Shavasana. I'm going to keep feet on the floor, knees to the ceiling. I'm going to relax my breath. I want you to wiggle and get yourself cozy. You can extend legs, you can relax arms, you can open arms up, palms to the ceiling. You can keep them at your hips, you can raise them up over the shoulders. Take a minute to rest the body completely in the position that's going to serve you. We're going to pull the attention and awareness into the state and quality of our forehead. I want you to notice all those tiny little muscles and nerve endings. And feel the forehead smooth out. Unclench the teeth. Let the tongue drop away from the roof of the mouth. Feel soft through the face, down through both sides of the neck. Feel the shoulder blades sink a little heavier toward the mat. Relax the energy through biceps and triceps. Down through the elbows, little wiggle of the fingers, roll the wrists, rest the upper body completely toward the floor. Let's pull the attention and awareness from the base of the neck down through the spine. Feel the spine lengthen, maybe a little rock side to side, a little tilt to the pelvis. Relax everything into the mat and feel the torso rest. Travel down through quads and hamstrings, down through the space of the knee. Little flexion of the calves, little rock side to side, wiggle the toes, roll the ankles. And now let the lower body rest toward the mat. Pulling the attention and awareness into the state and quality of your thinking, let's slide anything that's poking its head off to the side. We want to hold our silence for a few minutes more and anchor our awareness to our breath. Soft, easy inhale, soft, silent exhale. Let's pull some deeper breaths into the lungs. Big filling inhales, big sighing exhales. 2 or 3 of those. Wiggling the toes, wiggling the fingers, rolling the wrists, rolling the ankles. I'm going to lengthen my arms out to the side, take a big reach away from the center of the chest. And then let's slide arms up over the head and reach long through the legs, reach up through the arms. I'm going to bring my hands down to the hips. Bring a knee up, give it a squeeze. Bring the other knee up, give it a squeeze. Take a little rock, side to side. Roll from one hip and cross to the other. When you're ready, let's rock completely over to one side. Resting your head on your arm. Let's take a breath or two right here. Just noticing the support of the floor beneath us. All right, let's lengthen that top leg. Work ourselves up to seated position, whatever that looks like for you. On this end of the practice, let's take a little rock side to side. And I'm going to roll my shoulders back, big backward circles. Hooking the fingertips over the tops of the knees. I'm going to take a big lean in one direction. Lead with the head. Stretch from right behind the ear, down the neck, across the top of the shoulder. Releasing the chin forward and lean in the other direction. All right, let's stack shoulders over ribs, ribs over hips, and take a scan of the body, checking in. State and quality of the physical form on this end of the practice. Pull our attention and awareness into the state and quality of our thinking. We can start letting some of our to-do items slide back into our queue. Let's keep some elbow room there. No pushing, no shoving. And finally, just checking in with that intuitive rhythm of breath, that soft, easy inhale and soft, silent exhale. And finally, we're going to release practice. Blinking our eyes open. I am going to take this nice big stretch up to the ceiling. Letting all of that go, to take a moment to honor your body for doing what you asked it to do today and all the hard work it does to get you from one end of the week to the other. Thank you deeply, seriously, sincerely, for supporting my online gig at the fucking yoga company, keeping me safe, keeping you safe, keeping our groove on. I know it's not ideal, but we're in the Covera, the new era. We're no longer in the before times. Hey! If you have a holiday weekend, I hope you enjoy it. Also, you know what? Ignore those weeds because they're just going to freeze on Tuesday anyway. There's a bright spot to the snow on Tuesday. It's a tiny one. Let's see. My name is Julia. This is the fucking yoga company. If you need to get a hold of me, feel free to email me, yoga@jclynn.com. Go to the website. The schedule is there. There's a schedule. Hit calendar. And it shows you when all the classes are. There are extra purchase links for special events. Let's see what else. You can subscribe to my email list, which will get you notification of book news, the fucking yoga book, yoga for the rest of us, all of the benefits, none of the bullshit, coming out soon. Woo, yay, yay, yay. There's going to be some promotional swag. If you pre-order, get a little combo platter of yummy stuff. That will be in a newsletter. You get my newsletter. And you can subscribe. You can become a subscribing member at a discount. There's some different packages available. All of those things, right? Trying to keep you informed without slamming you with spam. That's my goal. What else have I got? Absolutely nothing. Guys, thank you again, sincerely. I do appreciate it. Enjoy the weekend. And just to make you laugh, right, we're getting ready to try to list our house to sell. All of my snow shit is in a box in a pod on the driveway at the back. Who thought snow in September? Hey, you gotta laugh, or you might murder somebody. And apparently murder's bad. Hey guys, enjoy your weekend. Thank you for joining me. I will see you later.